Hallie here with Handmade by Hallie. Welcome to my latest video. These are the supplies that we're going to need for this project. We are going to need Dollar Tree egg picks and some carrots, some twine, some Dollar Tree little wood bunnies that I have already pre-painted in 4 different colors. We're going to need 3 different colors of fabric that are 1 yard pieces that are 36 by 44. We'll need 2 packages each of all of the picks and the carrots and the twine. Let's get started. So I'm going to go through and take off these wood skewers that are put into the bottom of these eggs. And I'm going to use these wire cutters and try and get down into the egg as much as I can. Then we're going to group the little bunnies with the carrots and kind of make a pattern, and then add eggs to them, also making a pattern. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put each group onto a piece of string, and the string will hang with these on them for our rag garland we're going to make. So I decide that I've got enough eggs that I can do 2, so that's what I'm doing. I have 12 groups here, so each group again will have a bunny, a carrot, and 2 eggs. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get my string out and cut 10-inch pieces for each group. Then I'm going to take each piece and put a knot in each end. And then I'm going to get out my little jewelry pins. They're really tiny and they're sharp. They're kind of like a U-pin, but on a smaller scale. So I add some glue to the egg, put the end of the pin into the string, and then push that on into the glue. I do eventually get my finger protectors out because I decided I don't want to burn the end of my fingertip. Just finding the best place on each object. Now when you do the carrot, you have to be careful to do that pin at an angle so that you don't end up poking it out the other side. So each group is about the same. The only difference I do is kind of move the little bunny around. So now I'm getting that same string and getting the length that I need. This will hang on my mantle. You could hang these wherever you'd like. And I'm showing you how to cut each of these 1 yard pre-cut panels from Walmart, and each of them are 36 inches by 44 inches. And I just unfold it, and then I'm going to take my scissors. We're going to remove that salvage edge, and then I'm cutting a slit on each 1-inch mark all the way across my piece of fabric. Then I'm just going to rip the fabric. That salvage edge we won't need, and then I kind of rip about 5 or 6 pieces about halfway down and then get them all the way done. At this point, you want to pull off any excess strings. This will help your project look a little bit nicer. And we just keep doing this process over and over again till we get all of our cotton pieces pulled into 1-inch strips. We're going to do this for each fabric. And I chose these fabrics because they were springy and Eastery. This garland will be kind of easy to alter and take the eggs off, and I could leave it up for spring. Now, this project these strips can be made in different lengths. These ones, I am going to use the full length of the fabric, which is the 44 inches long. And again, I'm taking off any extra strings. You tend to get quite a bit when you're doing this. And then next, we're going to repeat the same thing for our third fabric. Take off the selvage edge, cut the 1-inch slits all the way across, and this will be enough to fill our entire rag banner or garland. In total, this project with the painting of the bunnies, the little bunnies, probably took about 2 hours. So next we're going to actually put our string. I've got some tacks that go into my wall so I can hang my string to make the banner. I fold this in half, put the ends through, and pull it tight. So this is what I'll do for the entire thing. Fold it in half, stick the folded piece behind my string, lift up my tails and put those into the hole and then pull it tight. And what you're looking at here is the back side. And you can still see a lot of the color from the back side. Most of these fabrics that I'm using are not double-sided, or the colors go all the way through. The gray one is pretty much gray all the way through, but this one with the pink with the white polka dots, you can definitely see a back side. And the pink one with the flowers and the greenery has a back side as well. So it doesn't matter how you put these on, as long as you put them on the same way each time. So this is what it looks like, and I'm just going to do a little bit of trimming. I could do trimming more when I get it hung on my mantle, but I'm just getting rid of our rough edges and going through all my layers. Hopefully this is a project that you're going to want to try. You could stop here and not do anything else after you get it trimmed. We are going to add some other things to this. I have made these for birthday banners for my grandkids to put around their high chair, you know, with a happy birthday added to it. It's really cute. And then they can hang this in their bedroom or play with it as a skirt or something like that. So now we're just going to take our eggs that are on the string. Thought about cutting it, and I'm like, no, I don't want to cut it. So this first one I did differently, and then after I got that one on, I'm like, I don't like that as much as I thought I did. I tied a little knot. So what I end up doing is just tucking one of the eggs over the backside and pulling it through, and then kind of twisting it together. And it just is going to hang, and so it's not like it's going to be blowing in the wind or something, so it's going to be blowing off. So to make sure that I'm spacing these appropriately, I do a couple on the left side, and then I go over to the right side and do a couple there. Make sure that I'm spacing them the same as I did on the other side to make sure that we space these appropriately. Hopefully this is a fun project that you're enjoying learning. I know this is a different view, so hopefully you can see pretty well. You get to see more of me in this video since I have to stand up, and you get to see the back of my head. But crafting is crafting, and we got to do lots of different things. So please do all those things: like, subscribe, comment, and I do decide that I've got a couple of extra pieces of our fabric, and I decide I want to make a couple of little bows to tie and put just at the top of our rag garland. So I pull some extra pipe cleaners, and then I change my mind and decide I want to use some of my other pieces that I've got hanging around. And I just take the entire piece and fold it in half and fold it in half again. So cutting it, each of those long torn pieces, into 4 pieces. And I decide I'm just going to use the pink with the pink flowers and the pink with the white polka dots. So I decided I wanted to use my cut ribbon edge rather than the pipe cleaner, as these are a little bit smaller and I want these to kind of disappear into our little bow. And I'm just cutting these in half because we don't need a lot, and I don't want the blue. So we make like an awareness ribbon, and then we just kind of pinch it together. And I put that little wire edge around, tie it as tight as I can, trim off the edges, trim our tails, and we've got a little bow. So I'm just going to repeat that. I'm not going to show you all the bows that I make. It's a pretty simple way to make a bow, and we've just got some little about 6-inch pieces that we're using. And all I'm going to do is take these and put a little bit of hot glue on the back. That'll help the bow stick together, and glue it in place. So sometimes it's hard to pull those pieces, and I have to get my little needle nose pliers out to pull that knot tight, because you want that as tight as you can get it so it doesn't come undone. We don't want bows coming undone on our projects. But again, hopefully you're liking this one. I'm really happy with the way it's turned out, and thank you for watching. The other thing you can do is share my videos with your friends and family. And come again. Got lots more fun projects coming. So when these are all done, we're just gonna put them on our rag banner with a little bit of hot glue. So here it is, all put together. Thanks for watching.